Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, MAREK LASKOWSKI! In the red corner from Thornley, County Durham, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at 10 stone 3 pounds, DARREN RICHARDSON!
So here we go with the first night of the action, first fight of the evening, should I say. Darren Surtees from Sunderland against MAREK LASKOWSKI or Laskowski. Call it how you see it there, Andy.
Depending where your accent's from, yes. I'll stick with Marek for the minute, I think.
Yeah, Marek's nice and easy. So we've got Phil Lindsay, PEEP magazine here, joined by Andrew Buchanan. Here we go with the first round. Surtees has had 3 fights so far all this year. He's won all 3. 2 of them came early. Laskowski's had 14 fights. He's won 7, lost 6 and drawn 1. And he's generally been in against prospects. He's had a couple of wins against unbeaten fighters. So it's a good step up for Darren, this.
Yeah, he's got a good 50-50 record as Laskowski. Go for that one.
He's got a 50-50 haircut as well.
Obviously, Darren Surtees, very exciting fighter. We've seen him at the stadium last time out.
Yep.
Put a great boxing display on, finished off really, really well. Very exciting fighter to watch. So I'm looking forward to this fight, Phil.
Yeah. Good one to start the night there, Andy.
Being very patient is Darren. Just holding the outside, not taking too many risks. Seeing what this guy's all about, really.
Yeah.
Ooh. Obviously, the southpaw stance, sometimes orthodox southpaw, it's a bit tricky to get to grips with.
Yeah.
When you first get in there, first round. So it is a good idea. Just have a little look.
But again, it's an essential experience that he needs. He's got to fight all the different styles as he works through the ranks, hasn't he?
Yeah, have to. Yeah, you can get as much training as you want in with southpaws, and short fighters, big fighters, rangy fighters. But the best experience is just getting in there and fighting a good wide variety. I think that gives you a good platform of learning when you go on to fight them bigger fights down the road.
I think Laskowski's definitely come with ambition as well.
Yeah. Ooh. He's definitely not come to lie down, has he?
No. We've got good action from the start here.
Good body shot there by Darren Surtees.
Oh.
Darren started to unload a couple of shots there in the corner. I think he felt with the first body shot that he caught him with. Obviously, Laskowski's took a step backwards into the corner, and Darren took his chance there, landed some good clean shots.
Darren's got a cut to the left eye there. It's only out to the left, to the side of his eye, but I don't know if that's come from a punch or a clash of heads.
Wasn't sure because Laskowski is coming in close with his head when he comes in.
Marek.
Obviously with that. Marek, war Marek. Obviously, with him being from the southpaw stance, when he comes in with his head, they're all more prone to clash, you know.
Yeah. He's mixing it to the head and body as well as he always does, Surtees.
Yeah.
He's throwing the feints. He's very tall and long at the weight, but he's normally you find that with an outside fighter, but he's very aggressive and he can fight on the inside as well.
I think the scene from the last fight and the first round of this one, that Darren does like to get stuck into the fights. He likes getting in with the action on the inside, you know. Very competitive opening round that was, Phil.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Laskowski, he'll have been in against decent kids all his career, so he's been, even though he's got a 50-50 record, and you look at it and think, well, he's lost 7, but them 7 losses are against good kids, and I'm sure the 6 wins came against decent opponents as well, so... Nearly got a face full of boxer there.
No, wouldn't be the first time for you.
Just getting a little bit untidy at the start of this round. Referee's not going to stand for any of that.
That's one thing you get with Andrew Wright. He's very stern with the boxers, isn't he?
Mr. Discipline.
Angry ref, I call him.
Oh, good counter shot there by Darren Surtees. Great little left hook just popped over the top.
It's like you say, he's aggressive, but he's still showing that patience, isn't he?
Yeah.
Especially with the cut.
It's always going to be in the back of Darren's mind that with the cut, it will affect him to some degree, but he's just got to learn to put them kind of things. Again, it's a learning experience. Another good shot.
But you'll know yourself when you're in the ring there, Randy, and you actually get a cut. Until you get back to the corner and speak to your corner, you don't know how bad it is, do you? And it's...
No, that's the thing. It's only a corner when they sit down and have a look. They can assess how bad it is. So you've got to try your best just to put it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
I can see Darren certainly. He's just trying to lure him into a trap there to walk onto a couple of shots.
Laskowski got in with a decent left there.
He did there. He's wise to it, isn't he? Oh. Good shot there by Darren. Once again, that left over the top.
Yeah, I think Laskowski's starting to feel it now.
Yeah.
Justifiably so.
He's taken a few more clean shots there, Laskowski.
I think some of the shots he took earlier in the first round and such, he looked up for it and he seemed quite solid. But those look to affect him a little bit there, where it's like we're still only in the second round. Well, good signs for Surtees.
You can tell by the way that Darren sets himself up that he's heavy-handed, you know. And obviously he's had 2 KOs so far in his career, and you can see Laskowski visibly wincing when he's hitting him with them shots, you know.
Well, I think Laskowski's got decent movement there. You know, he shifts his head, keeps his shape well. But that's where Darren's going to the body, because the body with it doesn't move like the rest of the rest of the head and everything. And he can throw those power shots and he's landing them.
You can see a couple of times he is setting himself up with like a little jab to the body just to tap out the feel. Try and bring them hands down a little bit.
Find his range as well. Well, Laskowski's proved himself tough enough, hasn't
he? Yeah, another very good competitive round. It's good watching, good boxing.
This is what you want to see, obviously, with the prospects coming through. You've got to get the right balance between getting the right tests at the right time. But Surtees has got big hopes. His camp's got big belief in him. A lot of people, including myself, believe he can go a long way in the sport. So it's about getting those right fights and stepping up.
It is, yeah. You don't want too many pushovers in your career. You know, you want to be getting in there on at least a 60-40, 70-30 every now and again, just to test the water. That's a job you're managing. You're training to work these fights. You want the fights where you're just that little bit better than your opponent at the level that you are. You know, like maybe he's in 5 to 10 fights, Darren will be like 10 levels above Laskowski, but at the minute, you know, like it's very competitive.
But you need to have those challenges to gauge the levels of improvement, don't you? So I'm guessing, have you got these 2 rounds up so far?
Yeah, I think Darren's just been nicking it with a cleaner work, and the left hook over the top's been working for him well. I think Laskowski holds that left hand out, his right hand, sorry, a little bit too far out, and I think Darren's starting to look for that shot a little bit more often. If nothing else, it's leading him on to throw them right hooks to bring them around the corner.
Yeah.
Like that.
There he goes to the body again. Good response from Laskowski again.
Come on, Darren.
He's got such a great attitude for a fighter, Surtees, as well. It's just, he'll fight anybody. There's been talk in the build-up to this one where he'd love to get in there with Conor Benn and get on the Sky show, but he'd be one of quite a few who wouldn't mind getting on there and getting the extra exposure.
Yeah, well, it's a good attitude to have from Darren, you know. He's a fighter himself, you know, and he knows he's got talent. His corner knows he's got talent. He wants to get on. He's eager to get on. He's especially when you've had good training camps and you're feeling good about yourself. You feel like you can fight anyone. Half the time it's your job if the trainer and manager to hold you back a little bit, because you would in a heartbeat you'd think, yeah, I'll get in there, ring, no bother at all with a current world champion, British champion, you know. But
he'd go in with Tyson Surtees, though, he would. He's actually called Darren Richardson, for those who don't know, but he had to register with the name he had in his passport at the time, and that will be getting changed at some point, I've been told.
I think Laskowski's bleeding a bit from the nose now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like I say, Laskowski's still holding his form, his hands are up and he's got good movement and he's making Darren work for the shots. Jeez.
I think Laskowski tends to show his ambition when Darren stops.
Yeah.
And he's given him the chance, but then as soon as Darren puts the pressure back on, he just looks totally on top.
Yeah. It was a really good shot on the inside there from Darren. He threw a right hook and Laskowski just leaned onto it when he brought his head down. Darren showing his physical strength there, just taking him in the corner. I'd say he's got to keep his hands up and work in that corner.
He loves a tear up.
Yeah.
Oh.
His legs dipped just a little bit there, didn't it?
So that was another example there, Surtees there with him. He's got these big long levers, but he was able to shorten the punch in close.
Yeah. Another good round there, I think. Very, very action-packed round.
Well, the matchmakers on these small hall shows often get stick because the fights aren't always competitive, but I think we've got off to a good start here.
Yeah, they've done a good job. They've done a good job with this one. So we're set away for the fourth round now. Sure, it's just going to be another round of action. Some good boxing. It's enjoyable to watch from a boxing point of view. That left hook over the top again. It's a beautiful straight right there under.
But he's going to the chest, which is the perfect thing to do. If he dips his head, he's going to catch him in the head. If he moves, he's still going to land. And
I think Laskowski keeps himself crouched down a little bit. He goes into a shell when he sees Darren throwing them shots, so he curls himself up a bit, you know. And them shots to the chest are going to guarantee a hit.
Yeah.
Either way.
But like you see, he's had to work hard for this one. It's not over yet, but good, tough workout this one.
It's good working inside. Not a lot of people teach how to work inside. Sometimes it's a natural ability that you've got or you haven't.
You can see Laskowski shifting at the waist and the hips there, but he looked a bit laboured, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think if it's over 6 rounds, it wouldn't go the distance, I don't think.
I think I'm looping right uppercut come hooks off Darren have been very successful for him as well as in slowing him down and actually stopping him in his tracks.
A little bit wild there from Surtees. I think it's getting towards the end of the fight and he's thinking, if I'm going to get this guy out here, I need to land a big bomb. And so all down to experience.
Oh, beautiful shot there by Darren Surtees. Left hook over the top. Really spun the head of Laskowski back. I think that's it. Towards the end of the fourth, they've put a lot of effort in these two. Power shots, throwing the shots, and when you're in close, it takes out a little bit. So there's a little bit of tidiness creeping in, but it's been a fairly high-paced fight
from the opening
from the start. Yeah.
Yeah, Laskowski's just doing what he can to get through there now.
Just getting a little bit untidy towards the end of the round.
There's different ways to protect yourself in there.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Didn't force that one, did it? It was
straight right hand down the pipe. Classic shot for a southpaw.
There we go.
That was a really enjoyable fight. That I thought that was a very, very good performance by Darren. Given it was very, very closely contested, and obviously he's a southpaw, tricky customer coming first on the bill as well. I thought it was a good, solid performance by Darren. That.
Good solid performance, good solid test.
Tonight's contest for super lightweight division by 40 to 37 points. Your winner is Darren
Okay, we're here ringside. Darren Surtees, Stroke Richardson, gone from 3-0, 4-0.
Yeah.
That was a good test, that.
It was, yeah. I thought I boxed poor, to be honest with you. It was really awkward. He didn't really want to know. But Joe have just said to us, listen, keep it simple. If the stoppage comes, it comes. If not, just make sure you're controlling it.
But that was also a step up for you, and Southpaw,
Yeah.
he's been fighting at a good level, so...
Yeah. Don't get us wrong, if it was longer distance, I'd got him out of there because
Yeah.
he was tiring. But I think you could say he was feeling the body shots and that. But he was awkward, and I suppose he done what he's supposed to do.
Well, when you go and watch this fight back on the PEEP channel, you'll hear that in the commentary I mentioned if this was 6 rounds, you'd get him out of there, but...
Third and fourth, I'm just starting to come out of the trenches. But he was asleep for the first 2 rounds there, and I felt like I was getting better as it goes on. In the last round, he came alive because he knew I was going for the stoppage, you know what I mean? But
I think there was a few times in the last round where you were forcing it a little because you
too
knew you were
much,
running
too
out of
much.
time, weren't you?
Too much work, and I say I'm 22-year-old. I've been training, there's been frustrations in the camp and that, but I'm professional and I got on with it. I'm not happy with the performance, and like I say, I'll kill myself for it, but that wasn't Darren Richardson, that.
When you look, that was Darren Surtees, but when you watch back,
Yep.
there'll be things you can pick out from that
Oh,
you
yeah.
did well. There'll
Yeah.
be certain things that you
Yeah.
can take back to the gym with Binsey, and it's all about moving forward.
100%, like you say, I'm still a baby, 22,
Big baby.
I only had 27 amateur fights and I won titles and that, but totally different sport. You have to hurt each other and you have to be a good craftsman. So, like you say, I'm not pleased with my performance, but Davey is. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Well, Darren, until next time out, is it December next?
Yeah, so I think it is December, yeah. Also, I'll just say thank you to all my sponsors, Kieran Kane, Tanya Coates, Keddy Johnson, Dave Coxon. I dedicate that to his son, Sam Coxon, who just passed away recently. So,
Respect, mate.
thanks to Lewis Pennington and that for putting us on the show. So,
A lot more to come from this man. Get following him.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Thanks a
bud.
lot, mate. Thanks
Love
a
you.
lot.